And your first squad, make some noise, it's the Sentinels! Riot Games Arena, put your hands together for G2 Esports!
Out by this dart though, and on opposite sides of the wall, it comes down. Zekken strikes first. Sentinels on the board early, but G2 are still posturing in this space, calling in the reinforcements. That'll be Jonas Api supporting down long, but Zekken is on an absolute warpath. It's not ending anytime soon. G2 find a couple of kills on the other side, but again, there'll be Sentinels in control of the site.
Yeah, the trade's good from Zelsis. Everyone gets away into this site, and now Sentinels, whenever you're playing a post fight on B, you have so many angles to go for.
It's Baby Bay in a 1v3. VCTA player 1, more like.
He doesn't even have a name, Christy.
It's brutal. He already got his first kill in 1,072 days. It has been a drought for the rookie.
Don't know if we've ever had a 30-year-old rookie before.
And I don't know if we ever are again. It'll be Sentinels drawing first blood. And also a fight over into B main at the same time. Sentinels keeping the pressure up, and once again, Baby Bay falling down this time early on into the round.
I don't think you have to start saying once again at round 2. You can wait a second to dog on him.
I mean, look, if Baby Bay was up here, he would call it honestly. I think we can do the same. I cleared that with him in advance, don't worry, but it will be Sentinels making quick work of the second round.
Running away with map control.
Well, it's not gonna stop. Actually, John QT running a bit away as well. Jogmo fires back on the other side and gets some support from Trent. Trent still locked down inside of mid while Valen mows him down. G2 come in with the better rifles and now control the spike.
And that's what I'm talking about. Really nice team fighting from G2. They gave a little bit of space to the Neon, then immediately have a Paranoia, have a dart ready to go on that fight back in and brutalize the Sentinels in mid.
And you can see that every round, again, is going to be about mid fighting. It is double Viper walls trying to control this space early on, so a lot of chaos to play through, whether that's going to be Jogmo on flashes or Neon sliding. Right now, John QT has gone for the long walkabout, but Trent, even though he's low, is poised and ready on the angle.
Alan's low too, but there should be some easy trades to get here for G2.
And still a lot of territory to cover before you even recover the spike. Now the gas taken down rather low. QT sees the gun, but Trent will see him first.
He brings those straights.
Yeah, he does, and word on the street is he was flying as well. And he was trialing for the team. Here we go, another fight into mid. Jogmo taken down so low. Forced to teleport away.
A bit more reserve from Sen this time. They slow things down, but still take space in Valen. In trouble here.
Again, still alive and has support back on the site. Baby Bay will be holding from near elbow as more and more players flood on in. This will be Sentinel's first time really gaining some space in towards A. They've still got Bang working into A main, but G2 have bunkered down and aren't giving any angles.
What you're looking at right now is pretty much the dream position for attackers when you're in a mid round. You have control in A main, you have control deep in mid, and now you can just sit and wait for that reclear to come and try your best to punish it.
You can think of it kind of like an Ascent, where once you control mid, you can dabble back and forth, and Jogmo, a human drone on low HP, falls.
Yeah, that's what they were looking for, right? Someone's gonna walk, someone's gonna clear mid, you get your pick, and now you're up.
And now both lurks, trying to test some space as well. Bang really wants it in main, but this puts a lot of pressure on Sentinels. Mid player has already fallen.
There's a pinch coming.
Pinches on pinches as that lurk has slipped through B as well. This mid fight to determine everything. Two players on opposite sides of the wall. But how prepared will Sentinels be? That haunt is deep. It's not going to spot both players, but we'll see the one. Narrate and Zekken both find their mark, and B site is open.
Perfect road into this site and plenty of time to get set up in the post. I think B is one of the most difficult sites in the game to retake right now, because if you are just coming in through space to deal with.
Once again, fight out into mid. This time some neon walls getting into the mix.
Sen feint it this time. They double back into B main, and they're just going to look to hard hit there. Only a single anchor.
Yeah, a single Thorn, no Viper wall set up on this map, so it'll just be the support of Omen smokes coming in.
But because G2 kept top mid control, they will actually have fast rotates to help.
When do Sentinels want to pop? It'll be the orb for Narrate. Nightfall now ready, and here it comes. All of Sentinels into the mix. Zekken leading the charge as those Thorns do delay for a moment. Those rotates you mentioned from G2. Already two players approaching in from mid, and Sentinels not comfortably onto site just yet. Trent has made his way here. Keep your eyes on him, but Narrate is already waiting for him. 2 kills, and the defense starts to fall apart from G2.
Really nice fighting there. Sentinels take a pause, decide, hey, we have to deal with one of these Corridors first, get there too, and now a big advantage.
Oh, Valen just can't quite find the angle from heaven. Sees a few players, but his own teammates are dropping like flies. There's time to play with now. But Valen's position has already been given up. Now he's getting re-cleared. Narrate playing so aggressively.
Big pick.
And all of a sudden, Valen with 3. Hold on. On for a clutch. But down to 15 HP. Valen just can't get it done.
G2 still start 3 into mid, but use less util this time. Just look to contain.
Yeah, maybe not wanting to change too much here on the eco with 4 sheriffs in hand.
You see how brutal that Viper wall is to deal with. You're always having to invest a flash, some piece of utility to get ahead of it. That's a value the double controller provides.
This is a moment where Sentinels have doubled up in A main, so maybe expecting a walk-up in the mid rounds, and that walk-up is going to just be in mid. Narrate low, but that'll be the advantage.
Super passive hold over towards B. Narrate doubles back into his teammate, but Sen are going to continue to take their time, see if they can get another opportunity here.
Yeah, you expect now G2 down in numbers, especially to try and creep forward, go for a re-clear, look for something. Bit of a gamble to try and get themselves back into the round. And more than likely around a guy like Jogamo, the only hero rifle to play with this one.
All of Sen grouping up towards A main now. 2 players here, but not the weapons to really deal with this one. Jogamo with the hero rifle is far away, and already losing out on Jonah makes this pretty rough to hold for G2.
Yeah, these are the G2 Sheriffs, not the G2 Stingers. It's a very different story, except not in the case of Trent. Already has found one and calls in Baby Bay for some support, but it's just not going to be there. Sentinels making quick work of this once again.
And they get the spike down, easy peasy.
Spike planted.
Jaw can hunt a little bit here, see if he can get a kill. But no real hope of winning this round.
We're going for the flash dart combo, but this fight is headed towards the B site. Sentinels gearing up for a split into these G2 players, but 4 already have rotated over with the double teleports. Paranoia now. The Sentinels wait to find their mark. Trent in a ridiculous position. Who's waiting for him? I don't think anyone. And now the site is getting mucky. It's getting yucky. That ultimate is down, and Trent is tearing them apart. 3 kills already, and with a classic, Jogamo will trade him out. It's a 1-on-1 now. Both Vipers alive with plenty of time to work with.
Jonah P was so late to all of this. But John holds outside, tries to look for an early peek. Jonah not giving it. He'll just wait for the plants and play from there.
Turns into a game of timings. Jonah's started to
I have the spike.
spy a little bit deeper into the site. And ultimately, John has to be worried about every single angle. Left, right, up, back. Jonah's had so much time. John waiting. Backed in, here's a footstep. Jonah P takes him down. Putting these players out. Trent on pace. 1 misses and isn't finding a way to connect. This could be struggle city for G2. The Sentinels bring the heat over towards the A side.
Jaw has to go big in this spot. Stuck into the corner, groups towards main with his teammate. A good reposition.
There's still going to be players there. Jogamo in trouble, has to teleport away. It's a 1v1. Valen, the walls are closing in around him, and he is down. G2 pushed away from this site, but still with the position back towards elbow. Sentinels have to be prepared, though. They know Jaw was on this side of the map. That combo takes him down. 3 already for Zekin. Could we get another? It'll be Trent. Back into things.
Flank coming through.
The off is holding it. There's just no chance. Trent did so much in the last. But you can't swing into an op with an Odin.
Yeah, he has no way out here. Round is over. Sentinels.
It's sort of been Kaplan's adjustment coming out of the timeouts, because now they've got things like the operator online. Really annoying thing, just be able to post into bot mid.
And the conditioning is so good. G2 on the Rico round, literally putting all 5 players in mid to be ready for that same neon dive we've seen round after round.
So this will only be our 2nd time watching Sentinels go for a full main hit. Last time it was on B. This will be their attempt at an A, but there are 3 players moving swiftly onto that flank. Could be a problem if Valen doesn't get cleared. They thought they had him because of the spam in the box, but that is just unfortunate.
Yeah, the full auto does him wrong there. And now Zelsis turns to deal with the flank a little too late. Loses his life. Bang, only 1 for 1. That's guns recoverable. But now Sentinels here to deal with the problem. And
That's where Jaw's gonna like his chances.
op duel here.
Ooh, but Celsius takes it easy around the corner and sees the first shoulder.
Didn't have Zelsis out-opping Jaw on my bingo card. But now this opens up a re-hit late into A. Little pressure applied in mid, and here comes the execute.
Yeah, Baby's got to call in support, but already Zekken is flying at him. It is not comfortable to play with now.
Good reposition.
Waiting for his timing, maybe trying to get inside of this wall. How is Baby gonna play this? He's getting slid on, he's getting schmeeked on, he can't do anything. Sentinels own the site.
And bye-bye to G2's chances in this round. You buy an op, get diffed by Zelsis.
Have the spike.
And Sen just run over your anchor. Zekken is having such a good game on the Neon right now. Like, single-handedly, not only is he having like crazy impact on these executes as a fragger, but he's also forcing G2.
Sentinels might just want to not reinvent too much, might not want to show too much. It's another exec onto the A side. This time Zekken slipping over to the left side of Yard. But then he pumps the brakes for a moment, waiting for his team to come out from behind the wall. Very measured approach from Sentinels thus far, and as soon as Balance pushed back into him, he's able to make quick work with a few more members.
One enemy remaining.
This is lights out.
Yeah, double entry into a double op kill, shutting down the rotators in from mid. Sentinels, they've really started to simplify. The first 6 rounds was conditioning this mid fight every time, and since then they've figured out that they can just bully the A site.
It'll be that Steel Garden mainly, a Nightfall on top of it. Bang could even get a little bit fun and go for some teleports into the site. We're gonna see. Doesn't look like G2 want to put up too much of a stop just yet. Jonah P's actually out there with a classic because he couldn't even shoot his gun. And now Bang has ulted back up into spawn. No one's waiting for him. That's a couple of kills. Now G2 can only approach in through mid. Bang with a shorty in hand, trying to stall out as long as possible. Nightfall to try and counter out this utility being thrown in from G2, and they haven't made any progress into the site.
It's retaking through one corridor, Chrissy. They have no way to get out. There's a crossfire, there's an op. This is brutal.
There's just nothing you can do. They put down a smoke on the left side to try and cut off this crossfire, and it's completely worthless. Sentinels take every single one down. Narrate on the B site. Viper Wall here to support him. And already showing his hand a little bit. Haunt comes out, but will be dealt with. Now the rotate comes from John QT. Sentinels with full mid control can move over here quickly. And Sentinels aren't leaving the site either. They continue to flood in and bunker behind this attack wall that G2 themselves put down. It's getting a little bit awkward on site as all 5 players are here, and John QT goes unnoticed and unpunished for a moment. Finally, G2 with an advantage. Baby draws 2 kills, and they get the plant down.
I've never heard the Riot Games Arena that excited for 2 kills. But they're fans.
The first 3 rows love Baby Bay. They want to be as close to him as possible. And the back of the crowd is all Sentinels.
A little weaker from you guys, son.
That's a rarity. They don't really have to talk a big talk this game so far. We'll see.
Where did G2 want to fight? I'd like to see them take elbow here, but it will be a brawl.
Yep, they want to get up in front. Now the snakebite is down. Baby and Valen. Baby on first contact, lining them up, and Valen to capitalize off of it. The rest of G2 follow suit. And it's a 2-on-1. Zekken a little bit too low to make a go at it. Sentinels were throwing a lot of that attack Viper wall that sliced through mid, but G2 have a different read and actually
Nice
abusing
angle.
those angles.
Yeah, there
Wow.
are some cheeky ones on this map. You can jump up on this box in mid and pretty much peer over any smoke that your opponent is placing, unless it's that Viper wall.
Yeah, and that was their own Omen smoke as well that they knew the angle of. That's something G2 have drawn up in the labs. As a little re-clear look is going to punish Jogamo. Narrate is gorgeous on those 2 shots.
G2 actually still have this space. Throw down a smoke before Valen decides to retreat. But again, it's a B site that has really strong stall utility. Wall ready to go. Vise wall as well. Thorns, this is tough.
Thorns activated.
Baby showing his hand a little bit. They both ignore the wall, just get right in front of it. But now paralyzed on top of the Thorns. Baby has found an opening, but Zelsis looks right behind him. G2 get into the site, trade out their
30 seconds
teammate,
left.
plant the spike.
Straight up 2v2. Trent and Valen split up.
Hold
Trent
on.
is one off the ultimate, but he has a fight against Narrate.
Narrate on the flank. The wall not an option, and Trent wins it out. 3 for him on the round. And now so many corners that Valen could be in. Bang's got to take his time.
Paranoia smoke, but what angle does he
Didn't
check?
see him? That's ridiculous. I think the call might have come in to save.
Yeah.
Here it comes, Prowler spotted. Here's the Paranoia, and Baby Bay's down. Zekin gets away with murder.
Exactly the kind of trap you want to see from Sen. Wait for someone to walk up, have the punish with the Paranoia and the slide, and now you get an advantage to play from on your eco.
This is almost the weakness now of how G2 play. They hadn't already taken space into mids. That drone comes in from all the way bot mid.
Look at where this Vise wall is placed as well.
Oh
Gonna
dear.
contain towards B, but they're losing space elsewhere. Jaw trades on back.
Yeah, Sentinels wanted to keep the pressure up, go for a re-clear into mid, but every single corner they peek is being held.
It's a good start to the round, but unfortunately for Sentinels, G2 too good to trade this one out unless Narrate could change that.
Down to 11 HP though.
Spike planted.
Spike already planted. How do G2 want to hold on to this? 2 players back into elbow. Again, trying to fight off of Valen's contact in the corner of sight. Play these deeper lines and force Sentinels to show exactly where they're going to be approaching from. Prowler already into the site, makes it easy for Valen to throw that Paranoia and fall back again. It's these layers upon layers when you hold into the post plant. Delay, delay, delay. And Sentinels are now starting to feel that time pressure. Starting to feel the pressure of being outranged and outgunned. Into Narrate, who is effectively solo A, but Narrate is waiting for it. Is ready. And now the rest of the team is in. Nightfall's gonna tag up 3. This completely stunts the play from G2. They're boxed into a corner. They don't really know where to go. Zekin fighting his way out as well. And they're all split up. Jogamo into the thick of things. Gets the 2. G2 with a chance once again.
The round slows down for now. Plant still not committed, a 3v3, but ults for G2. Jaw can get info off this.
Time to scout. There's a double hold back towards spawn. That buys a lot of
Ult
comfort,
combo.
and now the Hunter's Fury to connect. Trent tags the first. Shots coming out from the next one. It's distraction! Jogamo with a 4-piece.
Hunting for his ace. The IGL on the other side.
John QT's been revealed. Jaw's waiting right on the other side. He's ready for it!
Prioritizing getting their Viper into a lurk position instead.
Oh,
but
no.
this round, the lurk in question dies.
Yeah, that's the thing. Narrate's so confident he's playing up in front of that Viper's wall, out in the middle of nowhere, but he's winning his shot. And this forces G2 now speed up into the B site. John QT tucked away into the corners. Teammates continue to flood on in. Sentinels looking good already, and Zekin goes down. This might not be over just yet. G2 continuing the fight on in. And abandon Valen to get the spike on the ground.
Baby Bay and Trent trying to win it out, but an ult in their face. Trent will keep his gun, and so will Baby Bay.
G2 have had to fall fully off site, only now looking to get back in. Trent, the spam, it almost is there. But now with Baby Bay in a 1-on-3, it won't be enough.
Paranoia.
Refight, here goes Zekin sliding on forward, no one's looking at him. 2 immediately to kick off the round.
2 clean from Zekin. G2 pop an ult.
What is happening? We're ulting
towards
away, but
A?
refighting in. What in the world is that?
That is a weird one. Works out for Sen though. They trade favorably. And now it's just Jaw off in hand.
Yeah, the out purchase looking a little bit silly now in the 1-on-4. And that teleport would have been seen. Oh,
Brutal timing for Jaw.
but once again, be Narrate challenged on the first angle. That up falls, and now the refight from Narrate. Paranoia only hits the 1. Sentinels have lost out completely on this side of the map.
And now it's going to be a clean A post plant for G2. They still have Vise Thorns to hold off. They have all 5 players ready to go.
Can even start to cycle these smokes as soon as this orb goes down, Viper wall goes up, so that's why Bang looks to challenge. Slips in, here's players jumping away, hold on, nobody's home. He started to realize, and he's here so quickly, on the left side. That's the first. There's a whole lot left to do. Sentinels blinded up. still stalled away. I mean, they're tagged up, they're getting shot at, they're getting shocked at. And now they might just fall away from the site entirely.
They're saving,
And John QT.
but they're separated.
They have to play on their own on the slant. Oh no, who's looking at him? A 1-for-1. That'll be good enough. But now Narrate prepared into main and no one else to challenge him there. A quick hop back into the site. Chogamo trying to be a drone. He pretended to be a drone for half a second. That was exactly what Narrate needed. Sentinels down in numbers, but they're always coming back into the site and now onto the flank. The challenge, but it's a knife in Delsis's hand. Somehow Trent chalks it. Now Trent paranoia it up. His Sentinels running to the side. I mean, it's a mess on every single front.
Trent 1v3, ult, and all of his starts to work with.
But they know where he is, and he's still worried about a flank. He knew Zelsis was behind him, now sees that there isn't a flank coming in. Has to put away the Hunter's Fury, needs to challenge. To half already, there goes Trent 1, and Trent does not get the next.
Same in tree.
That's the first stun primed, just by the hold on, Baby Bay is out in front. That'll be the first. A paranoia to stall out G2 into tree, but Baby Bay and the rest of the G2 are on a warpath. Bang tucks himself back into sight, but he goes down. G2 bucks themselves into the site.
And now it's double Senti in the post plant. Thorn's gonna come up. John QT trying to get ahead of it.
Ooh, he slipped out. You wouldn't expect him to be here already, but the drop is made. Nice shot.
Standing.
It's Valen with 3. And now with players in main, no space onto the site, just getting toyed with. You can't feel good.
Revealing area.
That can't feel good either, oh my word.
Just adding on ideas.
Flash into 3 now, comboed with the dart. Will be traded away. This is another one of those slow rounds that you'd expect from Valen, even on the anti-eco. Oh dear. Narrate catching the 1 and
30 seconds
peeking
left.
in for a little bit more. D2 will be down in numbers for the post.
It's a 3v4 post plant, but there's still danger to this round. Guns picked up.
It's a bit awkward too. G2 have split up and put 2 players
Look
in
at
main
Valen.
again. Valen creeping around up in heaven, that's 1. Has to fall away. That paranoia will be the exit path he needs.
Cover going
The rest of the team now called into sight to play off this smoke.
here.
Baby Bay fully protected now. The smoke on his shoulder. Now ready for players to drop on out. A quick scope on 1. And backs on away, playing into the time game now, even as the shots get a little bit messier. Sentinels just don't have the clock to play with. Don't have the time at all. Well, some good damage here in the second round.
Really quickly pop a B split because he'll be teleporting back to his Omen as well.
The issue is there's still 3 players back on B. Now the wall's down, so it's a little bit ready for. And now, like you're saying, it will have to be that B split, but a trip will give it away. As soon as it
30
falls down, you see
seconds
both players going back into Boathouse.
Narrate and John backside together.
Ooh, Zekin's gonna want that back. Now without pressure of a quick rotate through spawn, it will just be the side anchors. John and Narrate in opposite ends, opposite corners. 1-for-1 might not be enough, and it won't. G2 have the site.
Plant comes
10
down.
seconds left.
Paranoia for Bang. That's the best hope to make this retake still work.
Bang's going quickly. Still has a paranoia, but he wants to take the fight first. He's out in front of things, and his teammate isn't there to trade off immediately. It's very hard to actually catch them out in a trap because of their utility. Here comes the drone over from Tiles. First of all, second scene. Now the trap play is burned, and it's just not anything. Jogamo is here for 2 quick kills. The rest of the team flooding in, and by the way, Baby Bay is now in market through B. So add insult to injury because this round is wraps.
Hold on, Chrissy. Baby Bay is 5-0 this map.
Remaining.
He's owning on the entries.
And is the headbang through a wall? Yeah.
Yeah.
So John QT, very likely in trouble here. Jogamo, shotgun in hand, first flash, a clone primed. There's an Omen ult faked out in backside as well, but John is ready for it. He's waiting and now buys himself some time with the cage. G2 trade out, shock darts back and forth, but still John is alive in backside. There's pressure in from market. And John forced back down onto a classic, but it's Baby Bay without a team. Teleport away once that's primed. Here it comes, nice out of Baby Bay. Hardly any time to react, but Hunter's Fury unable to reply with anything. Elsa's creeping forward, completely unexpected. That's the bait at work.
Jaws in spawn, Christy
John's
swinging
waiting
in.
for it. Not at all. John QT rather narrate to find a few. And now this spike in the middle of the map. G2 scattered to the
30
wind.
seconds left.
Valen TP's through the wall and opens up this A site, but Celsius, a chance to take a timing, wins it! And now the ult in a 2v2.
What a shot. But it's down to 20 seconds. Celsius has the ultimate to try and pluck someone away from the site. It's being baited out. Now he's holding on to it.
10 seconds
He can
left.
use that to enter into the site. Become a human drone and trade 1-for-1 if this fight doesn't come to him first. The ult goes wide. Trent, hiding. Waiting for his moment, takes the high fight first. And takes the second! Trying to make sure Zekin can't teleport away.
And they only show the Vice. Now the Sova drone scene, Sen will start to get suspicious.
Baby Bay already posted up. And waiting. Again, successful with these openers.
But the Deadlock Util is still up on A. Probably another 15 seconds on that wall. Oh, little sooner. Falls now. And G2 understood that timing perfectly.
Really selling the spake with the clone and another behind, but Narrate getting that kill into mid has made things a little bit uncomfortable. Now he's out in the open. He's been caught out in the open a few times.
Look at Baby. He's running into spawn. They have a split through market. And John
what?
QT is super isolated here.
Jaw is just intrigued. G2 are running the map against Sentinels. John, with a Stinger in hand, do we really think he can do it? Can't even find the one.
Fake Yoru TP into the smoke mid.
Celsius. Need to be a right click with the classic. Nice flash. In for a shot, dips on away. And now the second wave to follow. Paranoia in. Jogamo trailing. Inching his way through the site. G2 are really taking their time. Even with 20 seconds on the clock, let's let Bang be an issue. But not for much longer than that. 10 seconds is all G2 will need.
No one else in a position to deny.
10 seconds left.
The last two members of Sentinels race in. But G2 is established. The Outlaw posted towards heaven. And this retake feels nigh impossible.
It can be hard to pace yourself on a site hit like that, right? I think when you're playing without a jet to go flying on in, jumping up on top of generator, you need to have that patience.
G2, I think, get more value out of one Yoru flash than almost any other team you watch in Valorant.
Sure.
They do such a good job of taking a tiny bit of the map with just one piece of utility. You saw the fight in Tree Room there. All they had was a single Yoru flash, Baby Bay swung, they got the opener. And then they maintain their entire bank of utility to actually just overwhelm Bang as the site anchor. They're always very conservative with how they're using that util, making sure they have
Paranoia back on Jenny. On top of all this utility, we're gonna have to call in the Hunter's Fury if G2 want to get into the site. There's the first. Bang's still alive, trying to dance around. He's teleporting in place. That is not going to work. Lurk on the other side of the map as well. A constant pressure point into Sentinels.
It's already going to be a save call.
Someone to maybe step forward. Celsius, shotgun inside of the smoke, gets the first. No one else is looking at him. He has control of main. And if Jogamo is able to sign something, G2 might be right back in it. Into the back of side behind Dice. Bang! Gets his shot down to 10 seconds on the clock. And Sentinels are starting to crumble. Zekin is in here,
Spike planted.
but now discards himself back into main. Operator in hand. Every single Sentinels member is on their own. One flash to play with. Just firing away. Drawing eyes towards him. Zekin is trying to be bait.
Dart online.
There's the first. John QT has found his mark, and now pressure goes onto the spike. G2, you can't sit around underneath hell, and John QT is raining up from above them. Sentinels get their second. John QT won the first round from back here, was strong for Sentinels, but so much pressure. I mean, the flashes, the darts, it's just all up in his eyes.
Spike planted.
We'll have to call from the grave.
Second time G2's shown around like this. This time they get the kill back site. And still, their Vi's posted in main. He is going to cause so many problems.
G2 made the right adjustments, but now Narrate at the front.
My ult is ready.
The spear for Sentinels.
He's walled off. Trapped in main. It's a 2v2
Oh,
on
look
site.
at Narrate go. He is on a warpath, and Trent down under.
Player standing.
It'll be a one-on-one. Celsius doesn't grab him. How does that miss? And he's got to get on the spike. Sees the player coming. Jonah with the rest of Sentinels sacking onto A. Here's John once again. And Hunter's Fury to try and stop G2 from getting any space into the site. Nice tags. We'll get the first kill, the Sentinels. Now it's sort of a mad dash from a couple of players on SEN to hold on to the B site. Their entire mid is a giant question mark. They have no info of where G2 could have slipped into.
But they have tons of utility on A.
Yeah, I mean, what, a wall, 2 trips, no more wall, but there's still a stun.
Jonah's going to do well to apply a little pressure here, keep 3 players towards B.
Really trying to sell a B split, but no one is buying that. Good work, Zekken and Zelsis. Putting to sleep 2 members of G2.
Revealing area.
Trent has yet to be stopped.
He doesn't know that the A side has been conceded.
30
Stuck
seconds
behind
left.
this wall instead. They're not going to have any util to get out.
I mean, they're gonna have to go eventually, right? 20 seconds.
Waiting on the smoke.
Launching thorns.
Thorns to heaven. They only have to watch tree. That's exactly where Zelsis will be. Spotted out. Time is running out. G2 need to act on
10
this.
seconds left.
That stun shouldn't be an issue, but it will be if Jonah P falls down.
That's the spike!
Hold on, why was the spike going for the fight? There's nothing doing. Zelsis takes 3. That'll stop any quick flood out of tree.
G2 might want to turn this into a flank, though. You see Jojimo push all the way down. Trent
Wow.
somehow catches the fadeaway on Zekken.
He's been excellent in this series. Sentinels down in numbers, have to get through 2 walls.
Spike planted.
Fight on the flank could be make or break.
Yes, it will. Jogamo Zelsis. But Zelsis down low. That paranoia on the side. G2 are winning every single fight on both sides, and now Sentinels without any territory anywhere. Might actually have spotted out Baby Bay. But will it make a difference? Doesn't seem to be the case. We're just jumping down on him. Yeah,
Sticks around on the reload.
nice paranoia, but yeah, shot the clone. And now caught on the reload is a disaster hold up. We walked into this with 1 sheriff, and it's now a 5v3%.
And remember when I was talking about the post plant with double Sensi? That's where we are now.
With the judge too jumping out of heaven, it's ugly. You don't want to see that.
This was not even a force buy.
Aegis and smokes to cycle into heaven.
Trent?
Trent could just be the hero. Trying to bring it back, that's 3. Sentinels over eager. And Trent willing to shut them down. Baby Bay creeps up, but
Oh,
I mean, he did hit Zekken. Unfortunately for him, outlaw moment.
yeah, nice entries out of Sen. Zekken manages to shut down both there, and now Jonah creeping up gets a kill. And then we're back into a 3-on-3.
A little closer than maybe it should be, especially with Zekken being so low. Now, there are double sensors to play with, 2 flashes on the Yoru Paranoia. There's plenty to stall out G2 on the approach, but Jonah P's taking the long way round. Wow.
That he is. Zekken's holding it, though. And he'll deal with the situation.
Zekken figured it out faster than I did.
Just a bit more aware. Paranoia used, but there's a sensor to counter that out.
Last
time is
player
ticking.
standing.
Valen now alone, trying to make it back in, but they've got it shut down. Sentinels.
Strange right now from Sen. Spike still left back towards spawn, doubling up and
Bang.
clearing out Wine. They saw Baby Bay in that spot before, so Jaw being there, no real surprise.
That just deletes him on the jiggle. Baby Bay shut down as well.
I mean, the game is simple if you are winning the extremity fights versus Chamber and Yoru.
That's the make or break of this comp.
You are also going to need to get the spike eventually, one would assume.
Valen.
Oh dear, this could be bad. Allen starts to line him up, that's 2. Finally traded, but now the distraction as Trent falls out of bullets.
Winnable for Jonah, though.
But what is going... Okay, we're going to use our ult to grab the spike.
It's fine.
Okay.
The Cypher is in mid. There's a 1v1 very early. Surely you're not clearing this, though.
There is a 0% chance. I mean, absolute 0 that we're ready for
Okay.
it.
All good.
And we weren't. Second, just walking through this. That is wild on the anti-eco. I don't condone that on the anti-eco.
You denounce his behavior?
I denounce that.
Yeah. Just straight up playing a member down.
And that's a dimensional drift. Not able to be tapped into.
Yeah, you could have had that combo available. You hoped not to need to use it on an anti-eco.
G2 could piece together a defense here. Down to a minute on the clock, a paranoia to stall out the hit. 3 players already waiting.
Baby will be able to swing in really quickly. Even has that teleport to go through the smoke, dip back.
They could stall long enough for Jonah P to rotate over with an ultimate. Hold on, double tele. What is happening? Valen just matches Bang's teleport. That was sick. The paranoia to stall out as well. Sentinels aren't going anywhere.
Through the smoke. Sen is gone. 2 players left. The round is cooked.
It was a fall on Eco, and look at Spawn right now. Spike is trying to sprint away. He's actually being held for. Narrate could have an opportunity to make a mad dash of things over into B. It'll be a 1v1 on the site.
Him versus Trent. But Trent's gonna beat him there. Only a Sheriff in hand.
And 15 seconds left on the clock. Pinged out, but he takes the fight too early. Rushing
10
things
seconds left.
has given B to Narrate.
And now it's a 3-on-2 retake. Only 1 gun recovered for the side of G2.
But the IGL will be so pivotal back in main. Calls Narrate to hold over with him.
Narrate is so confident right now.
The first shot's not quite
Last
connecting.
player standing.
And now with John falling,
Revealing area.
it all rests on Narrate's shoulders. Map point is handed freely to G2 on the Eco. Teleport primed down on Cat. Okay, Zekken taking his time. He couldn't find the right teleport, so ate up actually quite a bit of the clock. And now the Hunter's Fury sees the player up in the corner. Narrate trying to track off of the teleport and will secure Valen again. That's twice this game.
And that's the smoke's gone. It's gonna make any retake way more difficult for G2.
Gonna make even holding these choke points more challenging.
Fake teleport.
Shaw will have to be excellent from lane.
Hard committed to the site.
I mean, he takes a shot, can teleport back. Eyes peel to him. Trent can swing from market. But none of that's going to come into the fore because the spike is
Decoy.
moseying on over to A.
Sen want a fake B. Call back into the spike towards A.
Ready.
Oh, we're just going to jump into the site now with the ulti.
Look at the rotates. Everyone has been pulled off. This is a very good call from Sentinels.
That net doesn't catch Baby Bay, though.
My territory.
He could try and get out in front of it. Tagged up, grabbed up. Sentinels actually just winning out on the B site, but it means that the rotates have come through. Spike was actually tossed over the Vise wall on A. And Sentinels control this side of the map. The whole time, by the way. There's a Yoru back in spawn.
Trent's about to face him.
Trent does take him down. But his teammate a long way away, and Jonah P's got an operator in hand.
It's a save.
A little treat now, and now popping out of the dimensional drift.
Too high risk. He saw the player in B main, gets out of there. So both ults gone. It's still a 5-on-5, but not a lot of map control for Sen.
Not even a lick of damage for G2. Trent on the other side of this wall. And the flash doesn't hit him. Trent is here for everything. 2 for him and Jogamo to trade. The map on the line now. It's Bang and John QT. Pressure in. Smokes for Chaos. But in the Chaos, Jogamo thrives.
30 seconds left.
Now the util into the C site. Valen not playing with this one really at all. It's a classic in hand as well, so can't try to spam away at the spike. And Sentinels are going to flip back towards spawn. Narrate in front, back-to-back with Zekken. Paint Shells continuing to force G2 away, and seems like Zekken might want a little bit more.
Now they fall back, get that little bit of extra time, and ready themselves for the next
Nice
phase. Is Baby Bay decimates Zekken.
And now Utility coming into the site. The rest of the G2 squad not far behind. Jogamo just deletes Narrate. And Sen have been forced to fall away from the site. There's no one left except for John QT. Alive in the smoke with players all around. An assassin diving in for one for another, but cannot continue forward. I mean, he might be. How much he is saying. Teleport over onto the side. Ah, whoa, okay. The classic will get the job done.
Ta has been dying on a couple of these anti-ecos. Doesn't happen on this one.
Surprising because G2 are usually so legit shutting down ecos,
Enemy remaining.
and they continue to be so here.
You both choose the same fight.
And that's right here. Jogamo no scope. Actually, it was Valen that finished off the kill there. taken down to 140. And that'll really slow things down now from Sentinels. Now, good news for Sen is no Sentinel in G2's comp means that it can be a little easier to break out of these choke points even once you've lost your raise.
Still, there's a lot of smoke cycling up and down. And a well-timed reclear there coming through front. B's jaw catches Zelsis on the fade of the smoke.
G2 have always been excellent on the defense side of this map, and a lot of the time it comes down to finding the opportunities to take a more aggressive angle in the mid-rounds. Step up into space.
Poison orb emitting.
John doesn't have the tools to fight off the players on A.
There's a world meme where Sentinels don't play this round.
I think they might just save it.
40 seconds. C is to buy even more time for G2.
G2's calling the bluff. They're not rotating into A just yet, instead keeping players on B.
Oh dear.
Through the smoke, losing Jonah.
Yeah, a little
That
counter
is a
spam.
very big pick for Sentinels.
25 seconds on the clock, trying to pinch back into B. Jogamo only has the guy. Oh my word! Just right out of the sky. Plucks him out. The spike should still be able to be planted. There's enough protection with utility coming on down.
10 seconds left.
The fight will all come down to the flank out of mound from Valen. To John QT holding things outside door. G2 have every single player fighting on their own. Someone's got to step up. Someone's got to be the hero. But it's stepping in to a grouped up, primed and ready Sentinels.
And now just Valen smoked off in main. Backing away from this one. Sen, that was such an incredible recovery.
Yeah, it really came down to the wire. I think if Jonah P doesn't go down, this round is really tough to play.
First of map number 3.
After seeing Sentinels go mound a couple of times in a row, that's what he's waiting for. This time Sentinels won't be biting there. Instead, maybe thinking that A is a weakness. Last round, they only saw Jonah P playing there deep into the round. No Senti util opens up the opportunity to go for a lot of contact plays.
Zelsis just tucks in, doesn't take the fight.
Not going to take the chance. Not when his team has all this space towards A.
He can rip ult here.
Ooh, interesting. Sort of invite his teammates to cut in through break room, get into the site. B-pop right now, but Jogamo takes the first one. Things are getting uncomfortable for Sentinels. They might have even had the A site had they gone there, but now they're just getting ground to pieces on B. Unsure of where to finish. Zelsis, after popping the ult, is backed away completely. Sentinels are running away with their tail tucked between their legs. Jogamo waiting up in heaven with the operator. Dodged away from the haunt, but great shot out of Nary, and that's what I'm talking about. Now a pinch potentially into Mount. Could just blow this round wide open. That op was recovered from Zekin too. He's posted up deep on the heaven line.
Drone will spot him. Sen fight up into break room.
G2 have slowed things down for a moment though. They're waiting on this wraparound from Baby Bay. Looking back front B, but there is a wall to
He
block
can
him.
walk around it if he sees the gap.
I'm not sure he will. There he goes, primes it and just gets deleted. Paranoia goes into break room. Valen is going to be trailing in off of that. Now Sentinels maybe a little bit out of sorts. The op doesn't connect, and Zekin needed that one. This smoke causing chaos down onto the site. Zekin trying to get into the thick of things, get involved, and it's Zelsis to win it all. Regardless, G2 going to be frustrated, letting that one slip away.
They're a little bit more active this round, posting early front
Open.
B.
Okay, Jonah P out in front B. Wall was up off the op shot. Now Sentinels catching Baby Bay with an orb in hand. Good thing his IGL is right behind him. Give him another lease on life.
Fake TP. Means Baby Bay has to be cautious of every angle on this site.
Man, that's on the reclear. That numbers advantage completely equalized now. Trent's been quiet in this game, but he is the sole line of defense for G2 on this side of the map. And they're ignoring his position. It's hard to make this decision. How quickly do you want to act?
His team is so far behind.
Call comes in to wait for the squad to come in on the flank.
But now you have to retake into a Viper's Pit, into a Vise. Trent's gonna make his play.
But having two people coming in through door, that could be enough pressure. Turn people away from Trent. He might just be facing down at one player. This will be the move. Tons of utility to stall out the first rotation. It'll have to come on the next. Unless Jonah P sneaks on in. Look at that! Spamming through the smoke. Picks up a little bit of Zelsis's medicine there. But Trent goes down. Baby Bay into the thick of things, and Zelsis! This is where Sentinels maybe get a bit nervous. They haven't heard anything. They need to find some piece of information before snapping anywhere, because this trap, it could just as easily be A. That's why they're so cautious. That's why they're bringing the Prowler over here for a little clear. Baby Bay just deletes them.
It's 7 a.m. somewhere. He's showing up.
And now the rest of the G2 rotating into the A site. Sure, Sentinels have the guns for now, but a paranoia catches onto two players. Flanks on flanks. As those two mound players wrap around through the attacking spawn. Now dimensional drift. Jogamo spots the first. Information onto Zekin too. He sees all three. G2 bear down onto Sentinels.
Rocket for Zekin.
Finds two, but again, a shot from Baby Bay. He's taken three from the grave. And now the spam from Trent. G2!
It's gonna be big.
Out of the timeout, missiles to break the door. G2 fully committing into it. And the missiles get a kill for the first time. Now the Haunt line them up for the IGL. G2's...
This pit is gonna slow them down so much.
Oh, will it? I don't know. The Nightfall.
They don't care.
And Zekin's just into it. Baby Bay doesn't care. That'll be one for him. The rest of Sentinel starting to flood on through. G2 are here. The off is waiting. I don't think Sen have found the angle. Sure, they're backed into elbow. I don't even know if they can close the gap to have favorable fights with the guns they've got.
Narrate is the only one who has space really to get out. Finally enough gas to get that orb online.
And don't get me wrong, Narrate has had some pretty gnarly rounds this series.
But look how passive G2 is. They're just holding for a push on both sides. They're waiting for the spike to go down, then play your set retake and win the 5v3.
Finally, it looks like Narrate's gonna give a shot at the plant. Maybe even just faking that. Flash and the Haunt doesn't connect, so threat of the ping might have helped out a little bit, but it's not gonna mean much of anything when all is said and done.
Person 7-5 feels real bad, and Jaw is challenging up.
Right up there with the shorty, one pump and out. Valen still holding his ground too. He's not giving up that space just yet. And, oh, Zelsis gets right back in. The high-low not quite there between Trent and Jonah P.
Zelsis has had a lot of impact in these mid-rounds. But G2 have great info. They've re-cleared front B. They know this is going to be an A hit, and rotates are already coming in.
In the post-plant, we likely see Steel Garden traded out for a Nightfall. Sentinels might want to get active as well. No, the Yoru's approaching from up high.
Big pick.
Absolutely massive. And now the ult out to secure the plant. Two players ready to play up on rope. And the insurance in Narrate back to tree. Primary is available. The door is tapped. Here comes G2. It'll be Valen on his own. Working off of the utility, Jonah P opens up the first. Now finds himself down in numbers. On both sides, nowhere to go. Zelsis with another 3K. I mean, and just spamming away at Baby Bay. That means the seaside open. There's no utility to slow them down. Valen not there in time. Instead, sneaking out in front with Boombot. Reveals his position. He's got to fall back to his team.
Dream post plant for Sentinels. Zelsis still with full utility, a molly on John QT, and plenty of time to set up their crossfires.
But it's uncomfortable to play on site. The Armageddon for Trent. A couple of missiles too. It is about to be unleashed.
They're fighting up.
They're fighting up. Pandemonium ensues. John QT up in front of it all. And he's got to keep moving forward. There's no other option. And it means decimation from G2. Trent already with two. Sentinels now backed into a corner. Valen is jumping and shooting them all in the head.
Oh, open that door insta and very quickly have a B split here.
Yeah, then it all comes down to narrate, right? But how about Zelsis? What a game out of him so
30
far.
seconds
Three
left.
3Ks, each one a round win. Puts his team in the advantage. Narrate getting a little active there, plays off the flash of his teammate, but isn't good for much. Rest of Sentinels priming themselves for this retake. No utility to work off of. They just are going in, guns blazing. Just the near sight. And that might not be enough. These shots aren't going to find themselves. G2
Player dead.
finding one after another.
enemy
Trenton
remaining.
one-on-one. Down to out. Not mine. But since what G2 did to Sentinels on Ascent, they have just been so rowdy up there. Feels like just getting the one win under their belt, they're riding that wave, that hype.
Normally when you talk about like a rookie player coming into a team or someone subbing in, most of the time it's about like, hey, there's going to be a lot of pressure. You have to adjust to this. You have to shift the team's vibes. But I haven't been worried about that at all with BabyBay because he's the ultimate guy to just slot into any situation. Something bad happens, he's laughing it off. Something good happens, he's screaming, he's building you up. It's clear he's done a lot to just help this team stay in the right mental throughout this series.
Now they're ready to move into the seaside. And Valorant's just racking them up. It doesn't really stop, and there we have it. BabyBay on the lurk finds his with the wall bang.
With their raise posted front B, still an early angle on C. They know that the heaviest front for G2 is towards A. And Narrate, he's been really confident all series to just take swings like that and get an opening kill.
Part of me is like, it's kind of crazy, but he's also won like the majority of the fights he's taking.
It's like really bad if he does that and dies against a bonus round.
Right.
Getting the kill and suddenly you're in a winning position. High risk, high reward.
Now has two teammates playing around him. Can just stall out this choke.
Toxin screen down.
Continue cycling the Viper wall as well. Second's actually on a wildly off angle here. That is a really cute place to play. And Second is looking beautiful from it. Now he's gonna see one into here. Whoa, 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 he gets that kill.
The micro there is so good. Uses the clone to body block and eat bullets so he can get that opener.
So frustrating. And now pressure onto the C site with the spike teleporting in. Valen just baiting things out. He doesn't want anything of that. And front B, it's bang. Traded out by BabyBay. The rest of G2 vacating C except for Jonah P.
Hold on. He gets a kill?
This round is madness. G2 have started holding the shift key. They're not sprinting A, they're walking back into B where they just saw Zekin with the showstopper.
But they walk in. Use barely any tools to make it happen. And now should be able to get this plant down freely.
But who is expecting the raise to be coming all the way in through Broken?
Maybe Trent. Holding the angle.
But clearing the wrong one. Valen thought he was safe, and so did Trent! Jonah P left on his own. Can't see a thing but green.
3 players from SEN rotating that way. But BabyBay can't find the shot. Narrate punishes, and now they realize exactly what's happening.
It simplifies for Sentinels. Now just throw all of your stall onto this choke point. G2, they're gonna have to muster up some way, come up with some possibility of getting through. The spike's gonna have to get chucked on over the top. The wall's so annoying.
Might be looking for another big second round on this retake.
Sentinels are already coming. They're already into this smoke. Completely unexpected. Completely at odds with G2's own hopes of holding on to anything.
Solo holding that space so his team can stack heavier towards A.
Narrate is really trying to catch out BabyBay. Playing super aggressively around the door, spending a lot of utility into it. They think if they can cut away BabyBay, it just solves the macro of the round, and it might just do exactly that. The paranoia into Odin span is a beautiful combo. It's gonna force the acceleration on the other side of the map.
Into C goes G2. But this is very similar to those last few rounds where G2, they're gonna have a post plant, they have a chance, but their down numbers and Sentinels have looked really strong in these retakes.
So Giacomo goes on an adventure. Flashes deep in towards spawn.
Wants to be a hero, but he only has a stinger.
It's hard to play like that. Now Valen back in Mount has a paranoia. There could be a late fight off of these players, and that's exactly what it's going to be.
Trent has ult.
A lot of utility being spent in, but Sentinels are just winning every single fight.
They were ahead of that utility. And now Valen, wow!
Hold on,
Is he
that's
still
two.
making this? Okay.
The pain shells. Just comes down to how actively he wants to play on the site. On the anti-ecos, it's been an issue. Overreaching as a solo player, but Bang is going to hold his ground on backside, take his time with things. This is the right approach.
They're pivoting. It's going to be a split into this B site, but they don't have front B control.
Yeah, this is going to
No,
be
it's
too
a fake.
tough.
They're going back A instead.
You've got to go back into the
15
safe side.
seconds.
With so little time on the clock, without the guns to play with, there is not a hope in the world for G2 in this round. Thorn and Sentinel side. They've got to be aware of him. But nobody's ready for Narrate! Narrate with two!
Down A.
But
Yet
it's trade.
the site has been opened up. Valen not overreaching yet, but thinking about it, taking his moment and going up into it. I don't know about that, Valen. I don't know about that! But somehow he's making it work. 3 for the leader.
Excellence from Valen. The C's caught onto the second player in heaven. They couldn't hear the TP, and Valen feasts.
Zelsis now finds himself in a 1-on-3. 3 round winning 3Ks in this game. He'll start to slip away if he can't be a hero once more.
This comeback was truly something. 5 rounds won in a row. But now staring down the barrel of 11.
The time is working against him. There could be players around him, in the corners, in the walls, that's 2! Celsius on the move! Steel Garden, and the fight forward from Jaw. Beautiful timing, but it's traded out. Celsius was there. And now the rest of the Sentinels on the warpath. A Nightfall in, but Jonah P doesn't care. It's traded back and forth for now. We're still inside of the pit.
Baby Bay just has to live. And then Spam is so potent with this pit up.
Valen up in front! Finds a person again, slips away, bang back into things. It's a 2-on-2 now. With a missile in the post. Sentinels have to fight forward. Have to fight in, but now the pit falls. Line of sight open for Trent. Can't find the Spam! But it will be G2 now. Onto the light by, onto the Stingers, those classic Stingers. Not making much of anything in this round. It is over faster than it began. The difference maker in this second half, he has stepped up.
Sen give up the pit. They back away. They'll play a full 5-on-5 retake.
Breathe. G2 have plenty of time to work with. Waiting for those smokes to refresh. Waiting to get some pressure back on the site, but Sentinels are using their own util to stall this out. It might be time to look for a little fight, and Celsius is waiting for him. Sentinels have opened up well, and are continuing to do so. The spike is down out in the open. It's a mess for G2. Jonah P and Valen, the sole survivors here.
The spike is down backside. There's an Omen ult to get it, but Valen needs to get out. He's going to try and run to B, ult for the spike, and pivot.
Ridiculous, it's a fake. It's a complete fake out from him. He's gonna grab the spike, cancel, but still be back in mound. He could even throw the spike over to Jonah P to grab a Nightfall. It's only Bang sticking around here on 40 HP. And that spike is going down.
10 seconds left.
Sentinels realize their error, but it's just too late.
They're all so low.
And now G2 know no one is coming in from spawn. They're worried about their own backs. They turn around for it. Sentinels are just waiting. A smoke of their own. It's a guessing game now. Who will break first? Who is it gonna be? Eyes on Valen as they all come up into him. And now Jonah P is out of the equation.
A.
5 players ready. Bang and Narrate want to get in front. As soon as this wall goes down, what a shot! The flick is just immaculate. And he's out of there. Nightfall now, G2. Pressured up, they can't see a thing.
The paranoia is perfect, stalls him out completely.
I mean, it's a masterclass from Bang. Playing back in sight, but now his position is revealed. His task becomes oh so much more difficult. Pushing forward, there he is. But it's all down to Zelsis now.
And what a game he's had. Critical multi-kills have kept this game alive. A chance to do it again. Avoid overtime.
He wants to end it now. But he makes a footstep, makes the drop sound. G2 know exactly what is up.
They're already out on site. 2 players here to hold from G2.
Baby Bay and Valen waiting, lying in wait. And Sentinels now in trouble. Maybe not. Maybe they've just fought their way through it. Valen now running away as the fight flips back into spawn. Sentinels are running circles around G2.
The ultimate earn for Zekin. A 5-on-2. And both players from G2 stuck in main.
The last round feeling like just a speed bump for Sentinels. And we're gonna cement that fact. Oh no, and now the utility could just cycle up. There's the first molly coming down. Jogamo is gonna have to take it. Jogamo's gonna have to get it all done. It's all riding on him and he's good for it. G2 have pathed the way into the site. Continue to flood in behind.
Another retake for Sentinels. This time down numbers. This time no Zekin.
Mark 2.
And a long wraparound from Trent. He was thinking about the flank junction. He's already on site though. Sentinel's not wasting any time. And narrate, that's one, almost another. Jogamo needs some help. Send help for the man. It'll be there. He knows where these players are. He's done good to bring it down to all on his own. And narrate takes it. Sentinels will best G2 in week 1.
What an incredible way to end it. A 1v2 clutch for Narrate. And a massive recovery. Down 9-3 at the half. Losing the pistol.